Hello and welcome back. In this video we are going to be starting out with operators, different kinds of operators we have, but to be precise, I'll be looking at arithmetic operators in this video. Okay, these are operators that are used to manipulate numbers. They could be integers or they could be floating numbers. Later on I will explain the difference between floating numbers and integers, or according to FORTRAN, integers and then real numbers. Okay, so that's what we are going to be looking at: arithmetic operators, the different kinds of arithmetic operators. And also we are going to be looking at the output statement, because this is the only way we can see the results that is going to be gotten from these operations. So let's start. So we'll go to our IDs, which is going to be our Plateau ID. This was the program we wrote in the last, the explanation we gave the last time. So I'll open a new file. Okay, so I'll open a new file. And what I want to do first is to save it at once. So let's see, I want to save it as I'll save it as arithmetic. That's what I'm going to save it as, arithmetic, and .f95 by default. So that's what I have there. So as usual, the first thing we need to have is a keyword program. Always that is a keyword. Then the program name, I'm going to call it arith operators. So later on I'll tell us why I'm having the underscore there. Okay, I think in a couple of videos to come. So I'll call this arith operators. Then I'll have end program. Then I also write this arith operators. So whatever you have as a program name, that's what you're going to end with. So every other thing will come between them. So the first thing we want to look at is we are looking at arithmetic operators. So I'll have a comment. Okay, I can say this program explains arithmetic operators. So like I said, whenever I want to start, whenever you want to talk about a comment, you start with an exclamation sign. Whatever comes after the exclamation sign is seen as comment. It will be ignored by the compiler. Okay, so we are looking at arithmetic operators. There are a lot of them, not really a lot. So for me to see the result of these operators, I'm going to use an output statement, something that is going to display whatever is going to come out of this result. There are two output statements we have. The two output statements we have in FORTRAN, the two basic ones we have the print statement. These are an output statement, and we also have the write statement. Okay, so both of them can be interchanged. You can use any of them. There is an advantage of using the write statement over the print. However, for now we don't care about that advantage. We are just going to make use of both of them. Okay, so these are comments. I'm just trying to explain what the two kind of output statements we have. Okay, so we have, I can say the following. The types are the types of output statement. Types of output statements. Okay, so that's what we have. So I'm going to start with the write statements. Now, if you want to output something, now FORTRAN is not case sensitive, so you can use lowercase or uppercase, it doesn't matter. So I can say write. You must have asterisk, comma asterisk if you're using write. Then whatever you want to display. So in this case, I want to display 3 plus 7. Then I can go ahead and say, okay, write asterisk, comma asterisk. And this time around I want to have 7 minus 3. So let's try this out and see if it's going to work out fine. So we are going to build. Okay, that worked out fine. So now let's start run. If it works out fine, I'm just going to show you all other cases we have. So we have to wait for a while. So that's our results. If you can't see it, let me zoom in. So we have 4 and then 10 and then 4. Okay, we have 4 because of this expression we have here. 4 is 7 minus 3, 10 is 3 plus 10. But let's see other operators, then I'll explain each of them. So the next one we are going to look at, I'll copy this paste it here. Then I'll change this. I'll use 5 divided by 2. You know what that will give to us. Next, I'm going to have 5 percentage 2. Okay. So you know what that will give to us, and thereafter let's just work with these guys. Let's see one more. I have 2 raised to the power of 3. Let's see what that will give to us. So let's run this and see the outputs. So there is an error there. That is the modulo operator. So that's not the operator. Sorry, that's a mistake. I'm going to show you what we are going to use there. I'll show you guys later. But let's see one more. The one I wanted to have is for multiplication, not that one I used. So I wanted to have 5 times 2. For the modulus operator, it's something quite different. That's why they're giving me error. I'll show you what we are going to use for the modulus operator. But these are the 5 basic operators we can work with. There are other operators, but they don't come in this form. Now, whenever you have something like this, 3 and 7, they are called operands, while the plus symbol we have here is called an operator. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 operators. Okay, in this operator, 2 and 3 are called operands. Now, this first operator we have here, I'm going to put a comment there. It's the addition operator. So this is for addition. So remember, I told you guys that comment can come anywhere. So this is for subtraction. You already know what subtraction is all about. This is for division. Okay, this is for division, and this is for multiplication. This for multiplication, and finally we have this, which is called exponentiation. If you don't want to call it exponentiation, you can call it the order operator. Exponentiation. What a lovely way. Exponentiation. Okay, then we also call it the order operator or the power. Okay, so this is saying 3 plus that will be 10. This will be 4. This is meant to be 2.5, but we're going to see what will happen there. This is 10. This is 2 raised to the power of 3, which is 8. So let's run this and see what we are going to get as output. So I'll take this to the side. When the result comes out, I'll zoom in and then we'll explain. So let's take this way and then zoom in. So this is what we have. We have 10 for the first, which is 7 plus 3. This is 4. This is 2. This 5 over 2 is giving us 2 instead of 2.5. This is 10, which is 5 times 2, and this is 8, which is 2 raised to the power of 3. So that's kind of working fine, except one. 5 over 2, why is it giving us 2 instead of 2.5? Okay, so this is the reason. It turns out that FORTRAN takes care of integer. It looks at the kind of variables you have there, the kind of values you have there. 5 and 2 are what you call integers. For the fact that both of them are integers, the final result is going to be an integer. I'll explain more on integers, not to worry. But integers are generally numbers without decimal parts. If you want 2.5 to be given out, then you have to make at least one of these to be a real number. That means a number with decimal parts. If I want the result to be 2.5, instead of me using 5 over 2, which is going to give me 2, I can make this guy 5.0. That will give me 2.5. If I don't make that 5.0, I can say, okay, 5.5 is being divided by 2.0. Okay, this will still give me 2.5. Or I can still go ahead and say 5.0 all over 2.0. This 3 will give me 2.5. So once at least one of them is a real number, that means a number with decimal parts, your final result is going to be a real number. But if both of them are integers like this, your final result is going to be an integer. Okay, so let's run this again and see what we have there as the output. Okay, so let's see. We have to zoom in a bit. I think you can even see that. So what we have here, this is for the first value, 5 over 2, that's giving us 2. But when I have 5.0 over 2, that's 2.5. 5 over 2.0 is still 2.5. 5.0 over 2.0 is also 2.5. So if you want the whole expression to come out, the real value, including the real part, go ahead and make one of them to be a real number. Otherwise, make both of them to be integer values. Okay, so these are the arithmetic operators we have. This is exponentiation, take note. We're going to end this video here. In the next video, we'll be looking at variables or identifiers. Okay, so that's it guys for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.